Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Today, I wanted to take some time to talk about an important topic understanding the difference between a responsible citizen speaker and a demagogue. We will focus on legal and ethical obligations that set these two types of speakers apart. This distinction is key to maintaining integrity in communication, especially in a democracy where ideas flow freely. Let's start by discussing responsible citizen speaker who communicates thoughtfully and respects the principles of truth and fairness. These speakers are bound by the same free speech laws as everyone else. However, they are careful to stay within the boundaries of those laws. For instance, they know it is their legal obligation not to engage in behaviors such as slandering someone, spreading false information that could harm someone's reputation or entice violence. They take these legal responsibilities seriously as a part of contributing to a positively to public dialogue. But their responsibilities don't stop there. Beyond obeying the law, as a responsible citizen speaker has ethic duties that guide how they approach their role as a communicator. Ethics requires them to prioritize honestly. They aim to be truthful in what they say and take accountable for their words. Additionally, they value the well being of their audience. They thoroughly research their topics, check facts, and present evidence that support their ideas. If you listen to a responsible speaker, you would notice that they avoid misleading statements and ensuring their share is accurate and fair. Moreover, they foster open and respectful conversations. Even when people have different points of view, responsible speakers engage in meaningful, respectful dialogue. They listen to others and encourage diverse perspectives. Most importantly, they work towards a common good, prioritizing what benefits society rather than using their platform for personal gain or advancing their own political interests. These qualities make them trustworthy and a constructive member of a democratic society. Let's contrast that with the demagogue, a type of speaker that operates very differently. While a demagogue enjoys the same legal protections under free speech as a responsible citizen speaker, they often approach their role in a way that undermines democratic principles. Demagogues may technically obey the law, but they often operate right at its edges, finding ways to skirt the rules or exploit loopholes. For example, their speeches might stir up hatred, deepen divisions among people, or spread fear. Although such behavior is sometimes protected under freedom of speech laws, it is ethical harmful than destructive to social fabric. Unlike responsible citizen speakers who aim for honesty and fairness, demagogues rally on manipulation, emotional exploitation. Instead of using facts or fostering thoughtful conversation, they appeal to negative emotions such as fear, anger, and resentment. Often they oversimplify complex issues, turning them into easy slogans or sound bites that mislead the audience. Demagogues scapegoat certain groups of people, blaming them for society's problems rather than addressing the real complicated factors behind the issues. Their goal is not to inform or spark a productive solution, but to stir up anger, win popularity, and gain personal and political power. So, what's the key difference between these two types of speakers? It all comes down to integrity versus manipulation. A responsible citizen speakers build trust with their audience by speaking honestly, prioritizing truth, and aiming to uplift others. Their goal is always to serve the public good and improve society through their words. On the other hand, a demagogue breaks down trust by appealing to people's fears, spreading falsehood, and dividing communities for their own benefits. While their speech may be powerful, it is ultimately harmful. In a democracy where every voice matters, speakers and listeners must hold themselves to a high ethical standard. Words have power, and how we communicate can either elevate our society or tear it apart. As a responsible citizen, we must speak in the ways that inform, unite, and inspire progress. Let's hold ourselves and each other accountable in this effort, and showing our words in action create a stronger, healthy community for everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to today. Let's all strive to be thoughtful and responsible in our communication. Take care.